Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Thanks, Santa. Hey, guys. This is Jacob Cody from How I Met My Brother podcast. And we just wanted to come on here and say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You are listening to this on December 27th. And I just want you to know, I hope you had a great Christmas. And so does Jeff. But he is not here right now. But listen to this episode and he'll say it to you. Thank you, and I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. This is How I Met My Brother.
Welcome to the 26th episode of the How I Met My Brother podcast. I am Jeff, and I'm here with my zesty co-host, Jacob Michael Cody. How you doing, big fella?
Zesty, baby. Let's go. I am feeling kind of zesty.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to lie. I don't even know what that means, but I am feeling it.
Enough with the pleasantries. Let's get right into it.
Right into the nitty-gritty of episode 26. Also, episode 26.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing the thing.
We're doing it. We made it.
I'm proud.
Yeah, anyways, did you have something?
I do.
Sounded like you wanted to get right into this topic, so let's hear it.
Well, I would like to tell you about one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me.
Oh. Ooh.
Or one of the scariest things that I think could happen to anyone.
Oh.
Not too long ago, dead asleep, middle of the night, and I just wake up to a meh, 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 meh of the fire alarm.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Peter Griffin.
Meh. Hey, Lois, how are you doing? No, it was not. Peter Griffin did not break into my house and start screaming in my ear. It was the fire alarm.
Fire alarm.
It was weird and also scary because I didn't wake up to it. Jess woke me up. But as soon as I did wake up, I sat straight up in the bed and I started freaking out. And I was like, "What? What's going on? Is there a fire?" Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever woken up to the sound of a fire alarm?
One time in college.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm a heavy sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
And one time in college, the fire alarm was going off, and I woke up to my friend shaking me because I didn't wake up to the fire alarm. I woke up to him shaking me.
Yeah.
So same thing. I was abruptly woken up with this person shaking me with this alarm going off, and I thought I was like in prison, and there's like a prison break or something, and we were all escaping or something crazy like that.
To me, it felt like The Purge. You ever seen The Purge?
Yeah. With the siren?
Yeah, the siren that strikes at midnight when the purge commences, and then when the purge finally comes to a close.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened. Really scared the crap out of me because I was trying to shut the alarm off, and it just like wouldn't work. I kept, half asleep, pressing the button as many times as I can. I'm like, I don't know why.
Why is this not working?
and then finally it goes off, and I get to sleep maybe like 10-15 minutes later. As soon as I get to sleep, it's like meh, meh, meh.
But there's no fire?
No fire.
No.
Batteries
low, or?
I don't know. Looking back on it, maybe we should have left because it could have been carbon monoxide.
Oh.
Because they're the 2-in-1 deal. But we lived to, see another day. It actually...
Lived to tell another tale.
Yep, that. It happened those 2 times in the one night, and then it also happened like a week and a half later. And I was just like, all right, this has to stop because I can't live like this.
I can't live in fear anymore.
I can't never know when the fire alarm is going to go off.
Just wake up, start stabbing the the fire alarm little disc thing. Oh, man.
It's terrible because it's going to keep happening. And then one day there's going to be a real fire and I'm not going to know.
It's like the fire alarm who cried fire.
Yeah, the fire alarm who cried fire. Exactly. But I will say, how I knew we were safe is because it was just the fire alarm in our bedroom that went off. I went out into the hallway and downstairs to check the other ones, and they were fine. So I think there was just some kind of issue with that one upstairs.
Maybe you were just thinking so hard at night that your brain just started smoking.
Yeah, maybe.
And it set it off.
Mm-hmm.
You're just too deep in thought. I don't know, just a theory.
For some reason, that reminded me of a Kid Cudi song. What does he sing? Doesn't he sing a song about having crazy dreams? I don't know.
I mean, he sings a song about smoking weed.
Hey, whoa. Weed. That's a swear word.
Whoa. Anyways, on that same type of topic, have you ever been awoken abruptly by a scary dream, and then immediately just thought like it was real?
Yeah, that happens pretty frequently.
Bro, the other night.
Tell me what
Stop
happened.
me if I've told this story a couple times, and I don't think I've told you or on the pod, but just in case I have, you stop me, all right? And that just goes for any time, all right?
Okay, stop you if you've said it before on the pod, because
Yeah.
we don't want to bore people.
Yeah. Because I forget. I'm a forgetful little boy. Oh.
No, I was realizing in my mind that this is going to air after Christmas. So
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all you listeners.
Mm-hmm. The greatest gift that we received this year was truly each and every one of you.
It's true. I agree.
So
100%.
Merry Christmas. We're just realizing this because about 20 minutes ago we decided that we would start releasing every week on Tuesday.
Yep.
So this would be the Monday that we're recording for Thursday, but now we're recording for next Tuesday, which is a couple days after Christmas. Yeah. So, anyways, Merry Christmas, and you can.
Yeah, and then also Happy New Year, because you won't hear from us until the 2nd, I think it is, right?
Yeah, after this one, everybody
No,
drive.
Third.
Yeah,
Tuesday's
the 3rd.
third. Yep.
The 3rd. So be good on New Year's Eve, please. Drive safely and watch it out on the roads.
Yeah.
Because
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had this dream the other day that I was house sitting like a condo for someone.
Like David Jr.'s
Yeah, but it was
condo?
like a 3-story like insane condo, and I don't know.
What are you saying about David Jr.'s condo? It's not insane.
No, it's only 2-story. That's why it's insane, but it's not 3.
Not 3 levels insane. Okay.
Yeah, and so I don't know who it was, and then there was someone with me, and I don't remember even who that was. But
it was me.
It was, yeah. Let's just say it's you. But I'm walking through, and for some reason, like the power's out, and in this dream, I just have this overwhelming feeling that somebody's there with me in this condo. So like, I don't know about you, but whenever I like have a feeling, I have to do it. So like if
what are you, an animal?
No, like
you follow strictly your primal instincts.
No. I just mean like if I like heard a knock at the door, like I have to go open the door and see.
All right,
like that type of thing.
That makes sense.
To like check it, not like everything, but like stuff like that.
Okay.
And so I have this dream, and I'm like, all right, I gotta search this house, but I'm just searching by the light on my phone. So I'm going through the house or condo, and I'm like looking, and there's nobody, whatever. And then I walk into this one room, and I'm just like reaching around because I can't see, and the phone is only so bright for some reason. Like, you know in like dreams where like things just don't work the way you want it to?
Yeah.
It's so annoying. That's how it was. Like the phone would only show like 2 feet in front of me. So then I'm like reaching out, I'm like touching, and then at the last second I touch and I can feel a hand. Just a random hand. And then I wake up.
And that's it?
And I wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I just have this overwhelming feeling that there's someone in my apartment.
Yikes.
And I it's not like I was like sick or like had to go to the bathroom. I just had abruptly woken up from this nightmare type dream and immediately just felt like there's someone here and I need to like take care of this. So grab my knife.
Yep. Which one? The one in the bathroom, the kitchen,
No.
your office, or your room?
my bedstand combat knife. And I open the door, and I'm just looking around, looking behind like this little coat rack thing. It's dark. I hit the lights. I'm like, all right. Go in the bathroom. Nobody in there. Go in my office, and then the last thing is the closet in the office, and I'm like, all right, this is it. There's someone here. It's in here. So I like open it like really fast, so I have my knife, and there's obviously no one there. But it was just so creepy.
Yeah.
Because I had this overwhelming feeling that so abrupt too. Like it wasn't like I like woke up slowly and was like, oh, there's someone here. Like woke up, same thing. I didn't like spring out of bed like you did.
Yeah.
But like I just woke up and it immediately was like, yeah, there's someone here. And I couldn't. And at first I was like, no, I'm not. Like there's not. And then I was like, no, I gotta get up. But anyways, that's my story.
That's awful. I know that feeling when actually a few things on this. When like something won't work the right way. Like I've been in dreams where I've been in fights and I'll throw punches like right at the guy's face and it just misses him completely.
Yeah, it's so annoying. And yeah, one time I had a dream that I was Superman, but I couldn't fly and I wasn't strong.
It's lame. So you just had the
I just had the name. Yeah. I just had the name, like everybody was like, "Oh, it's Superman." And then I remember one time I like jumped off a building and I just fell. It didn't hurt me, but I just fell and I was like, "Why can't I fly?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to pick up this car." I couldn't pick it up. I was like, "What?" And it's like so frustrating because like you're this person in the dream, but you can't act on it. It's so stupid.
Yeah, that is stupid. One time, I have a few weird dreams I could tell you about if you have any interest in them. So, one of them, I'll make these brief. This is when I was like probably 10 or 12 years old, maybe 13, somewhere in there. And I would be stuck in my aunt's house. She has like this small, older house. It was actually, fun fact, the old schoolhouse in Canterbury when it was first founded. It was a very small house and they used it for the kids to go to school. So it's kind of like a creepy, paranormal type feel in there. Yeah. And she's had like paranormal investigators there and stuff like that.
Oh, jeez.
But I was stuck in the hallway. And you know how when you're playing Super Mario or something like that, you're looking at the screen and your character can either run to the right or the left.
Yeah.
And that's it. They can't move towards you or away from you.
Yeah, kind of like Nana the Banana, the video game.
Exactly, the video game we created. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that too after. So I was stuck in the hallway, and I was looking at myself like I was on the video game screen. I was running back and forth in the hallway, and I couldn't get out. And out of nowhere, I shrink down to like 2 feet tall. And then my aunt comes in the room and she's like 15 feet tall and huge, like totally massive, just chasing me. And I'm running back and forth in the hallway in this really creepy, like spirit-filled type place.
So like back and forth, but not like... Is it like Pac-Man where like you exit on this here and then you end up over here on the screen? Or do you just like going back and forth?
Back and forth, like you're bouncing off the walls, kind of.
Oh, man.
But for some reason, when my aunt and I would cross paths, she wouldn't, like, eat me or jump on me or anything. We would just naturally slide by each other.
Yikes.
And I had another one that I remember.
That's a very interesting dream.
These two are definitely the most distinct dreams I have of my life. Another one when I was younger. Around the same age, maybe a little bit younger than the 10 or 12 that I just mentioned. I would be in this giant, felt like 1,000-yard by 1,000-yard blank room with totally white walls, white ceilings, and a white floor.
Oh, jeez.
Everything was totally perfectly white, and then it was me stuck in there. And out of nowhere, these platforms and these staircases would appear and disappear. There's this one door in the very top of the, in the top of the room. So it's like 500 yards high, whatever it is. So I can't reach it unless I get to the stairs. And these stairs would appear and then they'd disappear and I'd fall off. I'd land on a platform and then stairs would appear over here and I'd run to try and get out of this room and I just couldn't. The heck? I could never make it out of the room.
Sounds like an Alice in Wonderland type thing.
Yeah. I had that dream like... I don't know, 20 to 40 times over the course of my childhood.
Really?
And I could never get the door.
I wonder what, like, reoccurring dreams, like, mean. Because it's got to be, like... Because, like, you can't just, like... And maybe you do subconsciously, but, like, whenever I have, like, a really good dream, you can never continue it. You can never replay it. You can never just think about that dream before you fall asleep and it happens. But then, like, these random ones, not even, like, necessarily scary or nightmares, but just like random ones just like continue to reoccur, and I just wonder what the factor is, because there's got to be something.
I think so.
You know, like it can't just be like just chance that you get this one random dream like over and over again. You know?
Yeah, I would agree. I used to, as you know, I studied psychology, and like dream interpretation was one of those like courses you took, whatever. It was super interesting because there were like theories and different psychologists and psychiatrists that came up with theories behind the meaning of dreams, and I used to like to do that. Like we had a dream journal, and then we would have to analyze our own dreams, and the professor would kind of talk us through it. Really cool stuff. But I don't really have those anymore. I don't dream a lot. I definitely don't have any of those reoccurring dreams that used to scare the tar out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. Maybe it's like lack of creativity as an adult now. Like you kind of just do the mundane tasks in your life, so that when you become an adult, as a kid, you're just like always thinking of different things, new creative things. Because at least for myself, like when I was a little kid, I only had one brother, just like you.
Yeah.
And like we'd play together, but that was it. It's not like I had a ton of cousins or anything, or like a ton of friends. I was homeschooled, so like just didn't hang out with a lot of people, so you had to make up a lot of creative things. But even when you go to school, you have a ton of friends. Like you're at home, like it's not like you have a license or you have a life.
Yeah.
So you just come up with things all the time. So your creative juices are just flowing at all times. So I wonder if that has to do with it. Because now it's just like, man, at the end of the day, I'm just so exhausted from like the same thing over, and not the same exact thing, but like work every day. To the point where it's like, I just go to bed. And so like I don't really have dreams that often. So I wonder if that's what it is.
Yeah. To your point, I feel like there's more parity in your childhood. Like even in elementary school and middle school, you'd have the same classes, but you'd have like, 6, 8, well, unless you're homeschooled. I don't know what you guys did, but...
Yeah, we did.
We had like...
Not much.
In school when I was young, we had, 4 or 6 classes throughout the day. But every day you were doing something different. And then at recess you do different stuff. And after school you had activities and sports and stuff. And I don't know, there was so many differences that maybe it helped the imagination grow. And now like I feel like I have a hard time thinking outside the box. I always say this to Jess, like when we're watching animated movies, I can never see myself being able to get anywhere close to that. Like, if you sat me down with a piece of paper and a pen, I would have never been able to think like, oh, okay, these cars will all talk, and there will be this
I like knew that you were gonna
Larry
go
the Cable Guy.
I knew you were gonna go the cars route, because that's what we do every time. I love it. I just knew it.
It's just so. I just don't know how these people have these creative imaginations, because I can't do that. Like even if there's some cartoon character that jumps out of the airplane and somehow lands on his feet and is fine, I can't get to the point where I'm like, that cartoon character's fine. Yeah, I would get hung up on, okay, that guy's dead. Now I have to find a character to replace him.
Yeah. You're just a realist.
I guess so.
It's a big realist guy over here.
But as you know, I don't know. I used to have that because, like I told you, I used to make the comics for the
big
newspaper.
Comic guy. So I haven't seen those yet.
I need to ask my parents if they have them.
Yeah, you need to get those. We need to post some of them.
I believe that the characters were like Iggy and Ziggy or something.
Iggy and Ziggy.
Yeah, it was something weird.
Iggy Azalea and Ziggy Marley.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. No, I have some moments. I have my moments. Like, I actually just came up with this, like, really cool, in my opinion, like, business idea. And I don't know if it's ready to share on the pod yet.
Okay.
Just in case.
You can tell me after.
I'll tell you after. But I have this idea that could be, like, super cool. And I ran it by one of my other friends, actually, earlier today, because they were asking me about it. And, like... I was like, man, I don't know where this just came to me randomly. So every once in a while I'll have a thought like that, but normally it's not very creative. So I don't know. Maybe like artists and graphic designers and people like that, maybe they have crazy dreams all the time. I don't know.
That would be a good question. I don't know anyone that's like super creative that does something in the arts really that I could ask, but you probably do. You know a lot of people.
Yeah, I know a few. I'll have to ask him, let you know.
Speaking of the arts, I was thinking that maybe we could add something to this pod on a regular basis. I haven't told you about this yet, but I was thinking it would be fun to every pod, we do a recommendation of a TV show, a movie, a book, a podcast, something like that. One of us or both of us each time we could have
just
a recommendation.
One of those.
Yeah, because we want to not run out. We can't give 4 ideas today.
Yeah. All right, what's your recommendation? We'll call it Rex with Jeffs.
Rex with Jeffs.
We'll come up with a better name when we have some time to be creative.
Yeah, that'll be a
when
while.
our dreams get better. What's your do you have one?
I do. I have a few, but I'll keep it to just this one for today. I just started watching this series. Let me guess. Peaky Blinders? Yeah. That's why I came up with this, because I want to share how unbelievable this TV show is.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders.
I have been recommended that before, and supposedly it's really good.
Dude, just finished the first season, and it's unbelievable. It's not Breaking Bad, but it's right there. It's like
really
the 100% that Breaking Bad is on Rotten Tomatoes. Peaky Blinders is the 95%.
Dang.
It is right there. There's, gang stuff, violence.
The things that we love.
Yeah. If you like Breaking Bad, Narcos, Ozark, stuff like that, it's right up your alley. And if you can get over them talking like this, in a manner such as this, you'll be just fine. Just fine.
This episode's gonna be on Tuesday, isn't it?
It is gonna be on Tuesday.
Oh, man.
Maybe even you need to turn on the bloody subtitles. But after a few weeks, a few episodes, you'll be just fine. Yeah, I don't know. Not great. Not great in the...
I'll give it a B-.
I'm appreciative of a B, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
It wasn't quite C material.
Yeah.
But it was...
I'm disappointed.
It was the effort that gave it to me.
I'm not going to lie to you. I practiced that the whole ride here today. And I'm really, really disappointed that I couldn't shine in my brightest moment.
Oh, man.
But you got to check out the Peaky Blinders. It really is unbelievable.
Yeah. I've been told before, and I just haven't... It's hard. It's tough because... And I'm kind of dumb because a lot of times when people recommend me these shows, like, I'm just like, it's probably not that great. But every show that I've loved has come from that type of recommendation, and when I finally give it a chance, I can't stop watching. So I don't know why I don't do it more. But, like, for instance, like Breaking Bad was a suggestion by my brother. Ozark, someone told me to watch Ozark, and
I think that came from me.
It might have been you. Ozark, and then there's a few others that I was like, nah, I probably won't like this. But then I watched it, and I was like, man, I can't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
You'll like Peaky Blinders. The only thing that's weird is that it's, like, based in the early 1920s or late 19-teens, after the Great War in Britain.
Oh.
So you have to get used to that. It's not like Breaking Bad is, like, this century.
Yeah.
I like it because they have those old-time, like, hats. Like, what's it called? A fedora?
Yeah.
And they put razor blades in them. So they'll, like, take off their hats and they'll slash people with them. And they'll get gangster. All cut up. Yeah. Oh, wicked gangster.
That's gangster. I respect that.
Yeah. So
you know what else is gangster like that?
Yeah.
Is when you have, like, a shoe and you stomp it and then, like, a knife comes out and then you, like, kick someone with it. That's gangster.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No? I've seen it on some movies where, like, this guy, he'll just, like, hit it. He's, like, an assassin. He'll, like, stomp his foot, and on, like, the toe of the shoe, like, this, like, knife pops out, and then he just, like, kicks and, like, stabs someone.
Really?
That's gangster.
I think I'd like whatever movie that was.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it or look it up. But it was. I just remember I was like, man, I wish that I could be that cool.
Right? Yeah, I like that kind of thing.
Stabbing people with my foot.
That's facts.
That's crazy. That's gangster.
It's
another segment we need to do. That's gangster.
That's gangster. We'll come up with something that's gangster every week.
So this week it's knife in the shoe / razor blade in the hat.
Yep.
If you want to be gangster, implement those changes in your life. But we do not advise it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not an official recommendation.
Yeah.
It's only an example of how you can, in fact, become gangster.
Correct.
It's funny because the TV, whenever Jess has a say, it's like, oh, this nice Christmas movie, or,
Yeah.
whatever. And then I have the TV, it's like Peaky Blinders, Breaking Bad, Ozark,
I'm with you on that.
Narcos.
I'm all about the illegal TV show type. Like, anything with crime, I think I've said this before on the pod, like, anything with crime is just, like, interesting to me.
It's, organized crime is so glorified and I love it. This came as a recommendation from Alex, actually. My dear friend Alex, whom you know quite well as well.
Big pod listener?
Big pod listener indeed. So I needed to give him a shout out for the Peaky Blinder rec, but just like the organized crime TV shows and movies and stuff, it's like I'm all over. Like The Irishman, that movie was unbelievable. All that kind of thing.
I love it.
That's how you hook me.
I love it. And I think it's cool because, like, not that Breaking Bad or Ozark is, like, real, but that kind of stuff happens for real.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so it just gets me, and I'm just like, man, this is sick.
We could make it real.
It's like
I mean...
Want to cook? What?
Be the Jesse to my Walter. Or the Walter to my Jesse.
No, I'm Jesse.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Science. Science.
Yeah, science is good. Oh, man. I got a story for you.
Okay.
Do
you have a rec, though?
You're good? Oh, you want me to... Oh, I give a rec, too? I thought we just kind of...
Well, if it's on your heart to give a rec, you may. But you also don't have to.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean... Does it have to... anything pop culture you're kind of saying?
Yeah, that's about right. Podcast, book, magazine, video game... movie, TV show, music, whatever.
Nothing that's heavy on my heart to share as a rec this week.
That's
but,
fine. Maybe
I
next
definitely
week.
do have recommendations, but nothing that comes to mind. I don't want to force it.
Yeah, that's facts. This was really on my heart. I had to share this today. I've been telling everyone that I know to watch Peaky Blinders.
I know. Yeah.
Share your story.
I just wanted to let you know this story because it popped in my head the other day and I just wrote it down immediately because I think it's a funny story for the pod.
Mm-hmm.
And I might have told you this before. I think I did, but just one of those things that's funnier even the second or third time.
Yeah.
So as you know, I drive my Audi S3, and
it's a weird flex. But
yeah,
okay.
I have to throw that out there. No, but it pertains to the story.
All right, fair.
So if you look at my car in the front, there's a crack in the fender.
Yep.
And it's annoying. I'm the only one that really would notice it because I know it's there.
Exactly.
But if you got close enough, you'd be like, "Oh man, like you hit like a stone wall or something, or you hit someone's car because it was No, I hit a chicken." And it's just it's crazy to me because what happened was I was driving down the back roads going decently fast, probably like 50, pretty fast down the back road in Woodstock. Or no, it wasn't in Woodstock. That's what's crazy about it is I was in this random town.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was on the way to a basketball tournament and it took me down these weird back roads.
Mm.
And I just need to give you the context of it is there's no farms around because I looked it up. No farms around this road. It's a back road and it's kind of rural, but it's like right near a city.
Where?
Somewhere in Mass. I don't know the exact town or city, but I was on the way. All my tournaments are in Boston. Near Boston, so like I took some weird back road there. But I looked it up. There's not like farms or anything like that, and there was just a random chicken in the middle of the road. No, and like on this road, I remember there was not even like a house for like a mile stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just like this random back road that went through like. So there's just random chicken in the middle of the woods, I guess, that decided to walk in the middle of the road, and on this one curve. So I'm going, and I'm not gonna like slam my brakes to like crash to a tree for this one chicken.
Yeah.
So I just slammed this chicken and feathers everywhere. But like I was just like, what? And like I stopped after and I obliterated this thing. Like sorry to people who like chickens, but it's dead.
I can't believe you stopped. Good for you.
Well, I stopped just to like I wanted to see If I'm being honest, I just wanted to see what damage it did to my car.
Okay.
I didn't care about the well-being of the chicken.
I thought you were checking on the chicken.
I knew the chicken was dead.
Yeah.
There's no way. If the chicken survived, I would have brought it with me.
Yeah.
And like tested its blood for like superhuman strength, because there's no way any small animal could withstand that impact that it had. And the amount of feathers, yeah. So I get out and I check, and there's just this crack, and it's like I hit it dead on my license plate, and I was just like, bro, when is there? I like looked around and I was like, what? Why is there just this random chicken in the middle of the road?
Bruh.
Anyways, that's
so bad.
That's my story.
Well, you know what happens when the chicken crosses the road?
It
Gets
smoked.
obliterated by Jakey.
By an Audi S3
By an Audi S3.
turbo, 2.0 liter.
What? What happens when the chicken crosses the road? Gets obliterated by an Audi S3.
Yep.
2.0 turbo.
I'm gonna write a children's book about it.
Quattro. Yeah.
Oh man, the whole story will just be about this chicken going through its life, and then it's like, you know what? I'm gonna finally go across the road, and that the last page will just be getting smoked by an Audi S3, and at the end it'll just be an ad for Audi. It'll be in the waiting rooms at every Audi dealer for kids to read.
That's really funny.
Oh man.
I could see you, if that chicken did live, I could have seen you taking it home and making it one of your own.
Yeah.
And being like, okay, you are my son now.
Yeah.
Now that you can survive that.
If you could, yeah, dude, if he survived that, he could do anything. I would do anything for him.
Was it a bloody mess? A bloody mess. Was it?
I honestly couldn't even find the body.
Wow.
It was that bad. Like,
you were moving.
Bro, I was going 50-55, like straight up, didn't even brake. Just if anything,
you didn't have to add that part.
Honestly, I think I sped up. Cuz what do you do, bro? Like
you're not helping
you got to just make
now.
Sure it's dead.
Yeah, I guess
you don't want it to
one
suffer.
way to look at it.
What if I slammed my brakes and barely hit it, and then it was like limping and like its neck was broken? Like I'd feel bad. So you just got to make sure it's dead at that point.
Yeah, I get it.
And I'll tell you, to people who love animals out there, I can guarantee that it didn't feel pain when it died.
Yeah.
Because it was too fast.
Well, that's good news. But what about that chicken's family?
Honestly, for all we know, that chicken had no family and was wandering the woods because he was just so sad.
You know what I think happened?
No family.
I think this chicken escaped from the meat farm. He was
finally I made it out.
He finally made it out. He dug a trench underneath the wire fence and waddled all the way. And he's like, "Oh yes, I'm free. I'm getting across the road." Oh!
Yeah, come to think of it, he did have like an orange shirt on with numbers on it. Oh man. Finally makes it out. Just to get smoked by my Audi S3.
Oh my gosh, the dude had like the biggest grin on his face.
That could
didn't
be a
look. Yeah, didn't look when he crossed the road.
Yep.
That should be an ad for like a. This should be like the first thing that every prisoner looks at when he goes into prison. It should be that like little animated film. Yeah. The chicken breaking out of jail and getting smoked by an Audi S3 Quattro.
Yeah, it was Quattro. You're right.
Can't confirm.
You're right in saying that. Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, it was unfortunate, but
yeah, that's sad. I always hate to see a chick die.
Yeah. Well, chicken. Let's verify that.
Yeah, chicken.
Well, I mean, it's sad for both, but we're talking about chicken here.
Especially the chick, though.
Yeah.
It's all sad, really.
Yeah.
Anytime anything.
It was kind of sad. It was sad. I felt bad.
Yeah, I always feel terrible when I hit animals in the road. It doesn't happen often, but I've hit a squirrel or two in my day.
Yeah. Do you think sometimes... Like, I think sometimes animals, like, want to die. Like, that sounds depressing and maybe, like, just way off. But, like, remember when I hit that deer? Like, that deer looked me in the eyes, and like I started to slow down. It looked directly into my soul, and like in my head, it like gave me a little grin, and then just jumped in front of my car, like to the point where like it waited. Like I saw it, and I was like, it's not gonna go because it hasn't gone yet, and then it waited. Or do you think they're just that dumb?
I don't know. You know, gosh, I'm just not sure if animals have the capability for suicide.
But like like you think it would be instinct to like run away from that, yet he ran into it. You know what I mean? So like they're dumb. Like some deers are kind of dumb. But like when they hear a gunshot, they run away. When they, you know what I mean? Like when you drive past them, they run away. But like this one ran into my car. You know what I mean?
I do.
And I smoked that thing, bro.
I bet.
It was game over for him too.
Really?
I got out of the car and I checked on it. It was dead.
Boy, don't run in front of your Audi S3 Quattro.
Yeah. With turbo.
With turbo. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
Yeah, so I don't know. But if you guys want to buy an Audi S3 Quattro, right now we're running a... No, I'm just kidding. It's not an ad read.
I was going to say it's for sale.
Yeah. Oh, actually, if you do want to buy my car, it's got 10,000 more miles on the warranty. So
there you go.
Hit me up. DM me. We'll talk.
You know, I'm putting out an open call to all of the listeners.
Ooh.
I have a great idea for a meme. But I don't really want to make it. I would rather it be made for me. So, for any sports fans out there, particularly NFL fans, you know, preseason when there were some, rumors about Zach Wilson. Yes. We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
And how people would say, oh, Zach Wilson's got that dog in him,
Yeah.
That kind of deal. Well, now that Zach Wilson is proving not to be very good, I really want someone to make a meme where it's like, the top panel's like, Zach Wilson's got that dog in him. And then the bottom panel's like, the dog. And it's, from Family Guy, Herbert's old dog that didn't have back legs.
Yeah. What's his name?
I don't remember his name. Willie? No, that's not it.
No.
I don't remember.
Willie Nelson looks like that too, though.
That's true. Both of them can't.
Yeah. Oh. That's big sad.
He can, though, I think. I don't know. It was a stupid joke. Anyways, someone needs to make that meme. I don't care who. But can you send it to us if you do?
Yeah.
We'll get credit for it. I just really need to see it. I thought of this like a week ago.
I hate Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he's kind of trash now.
He's so bad. The Jets could be a good team.
The Jets aren't bad. They need a QB. Mike White was running them better.
Yeah. But, yeah. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's the laziest you've ever been? Like, in a situation, not like a time period, but like...
The first 27 years of my life.
Oh, no. No, like a situation.
Wow, I don't know. Do you have an example?
Yeah, I'll let you think.
Right.
So I was thinking about this the other day because I thought it was funny, but there's just a few things that pop into my head, and like I have a situation where I was, and then I had one other example of how like other people are, and it's like frustrating. But my example is one time I was just so lazy and tired. I was sitting on when I was living at my parents' house like years ago. I was laying on the couch, and I really wanted to turn the TV on, but I did not want to get up.
Yeah.
So I looked on my phone for probably 30 to 40 minutes of like universal TV remotes apps. And I kept downloading them, and I would like try it and like click the power button, and it wouldn't work. And I was like, bro, what? And I spent probably 30, 40 minutes just trying to, and then finally I just got up and turned it on, and it took me 2 seconds.
That could have been done 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it was just, it was lazy. And then my example is, have you ever walked into like a bathroom anywhere, and the toilet paper was just sitting on top of like the holder, instead of like someone just pulling the holder out, like putting it through and putting it back on, someone just puts it on top.
That's one of my pet peeves.
Like, how lazy could you be? And it makes me so mad.
Me too.
Because like, I've never done that, and to me it's just like, man, it's so easy. I mean, mine in my bathroom is just like you don't have to do anything. You just slide it on there. So like it's wicked easy, and you can't mess that up.
No
but
excuse.
Like a lot of people on the other ones would do it, and I just thought to myself, man, how lazy could you be that you can't just do that? Like take literally 3 seconds of your day to do that, you know?
Yeah, I hate that. That and when people put the toilet paper the wrong way, when it's going under the roll instead of over.
So that was my next question. As soon as I was saying that, I was like, I need to ask Jeff, what's the correct way? So you say you're pulling like down, like you're grabbing it. It's over the roll, and you're pulling down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only way
I hate
to
when
do it.
and people. Yeah, no, people think the other way is the right way.
And we have a small office for the business, and I found out that there's a perpetrator that does it the other way.
Yeah.
And
there's one of mine too.
Rest assured, that person will be fired.
Yeah.
Quickly.
We'll take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe even tried in a court of law.
Yeah, you could be the jury.
Yeah. Oh.
Because considering you didn't go to your last jury duty.
Yeah, I'll skip it. I don't care.
Was that on the pod, or did you not talk about that on the pod?
No, I did.
Okay. All right. Anything ever happened with that?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. We're waiting.
We're home. Well, we're not home free, but right now we are free. As of right now of recording, maybe by the time this is published, a little Christmas miracle will happen and I'll be put in prison.
I think you're going to be spending your Christmas Eve in a dinky little jail cell in the bottom of Troop D and Danielson.
With some guy named Big Mike.
Yeah. That just got arrested for beating his wife or something. It's Killingly, right?
Yeah, I guess. That's fact. Oh, man.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, but no, I agree. They should be fired. Terminated immediately with no severance or anything, or unemployment. They shouldn't even get unemployment. That's ridiculous.
It's still
it just creates a hostile work environment.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have an active investigation going on to figure out who the perp is, and they will be dealt with swiftly and permanently. And it's as simple as that.
It's over. It's over for you. So if you're listening to this right now and you do that, you'll be found.
Yeah, you'll be found, and we will have your boss fire you.
Yep.
I don't care what you do and who you are.
Yeah, I'll contact them directly. I'll be like, hello, this is him.
This is him from Heville.
From Him Incorporated. And we know what you've done.
Yeah. Also known as the Audio Daddy.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. You got something, or I don't really. Do you? Oh, I got one more thing.
All right. Yeah.
Then
Give us something good.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up after this, but I just had this thought the other day, and I wanted your opinion on it.
Ooh.
So let me just bear with me and kind of agree as I go, or disagree.
Okay.
Chips are not a meal. Agreed?
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
Cheese is not a meal.
Agreed.
But for some reason, when you melt cheese on the chips, it becomes some sort of a course of a meal. People will eat nachos as a meal. I know multiple.
As their sole meal?
As the majority. My dad on Sundays will just eat nachos for lunch. And I've done it before. And that's all I eat.
I'm not really on the nacho bandwagon, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but as a concept, isn't it weird that chips are not a meal and cheese is not, shredded cheese is not a meal, but if you just sprinkle a little bit on there and then put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, that it automatically becomes a meal?
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that school of thought, but for some reason people do. And I think that's a little strange. That's why I don't fly within those parameters. But for some reason people do, and I guess that's fine. But
yeah.
I don't know, just not really a nacho guy, and I don't understand how that constitutes a meal. Like you're saying, But for some reason, people do think of it that way, and I don't quite know why. I mean, you're a perp yourself, so why don't you explain your thoughts?
I don't know. I just think it's weird to me. That's what I was thinking was like, because I was on Sunday right before guys had picked me up at my parents' house. My dad was putting nachos in, and I was just like, that's gonna be his meal. And for some reason, I just thought more about it, and I was like, man. It's just kind of weird. And there's probably other examples I can't really think, but like obviously like it takes different ingredients to make a meal, and you wouldn't just eat this one thing for a meal. But it's something as simple as chips and cheese. Like those two things, like if you added like a bunch of ground beef and added it on top of the nachos, like that makes more sense because usually like you could just eat some beef and that's a meal. But I like chips are like a snack, and like cheese is like a supplement to a snack. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like in my head, it's just a snack, but some people will eat nachos, and I'm sure there's other examples where they'll eat that as a meal instead of just like a small snack or appetizer.
People really do that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel full. Well, maybe I'd feel full, but my mind wouldn't think I was.
Yeah, we used to, when I was a kid, every Sunday our like after church lunch was nachos and ramen. We would always make a bowl of ramen and have some nachos, and that was like our tradition.
I could get on board with that.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. And then my mom was like, we're healthy now.
Here's some celery.
Here's some celery. But yeah, I just that was our tradition, and I just look back, and I guess you add soup to it, it can be a meal. But like now we don't do ramen, and my dad I guess he still does it, you know. And sometimes like when I'm like, I've done it before. I've just like didn't really have much food, but I had chips and cheese, and I'm like, I'll just have nachos. That'll be good.
That'll hold you over, maybe. I could never sit down at a table and eat a plate of nachos for dinner.
Really? Like even if it was like huge, just a bunch of nachos?
No, it doesn't do it. It just does not get the job done. I don't really care for chips enough. I mean, I like nachos.
I'm a big chip guy. Love chips.
I'll eat Doritos occasionally.
Have you ever had Dorito nachos?
No.
That's pretty solid.
I know that Taco Bell has Doritos Locos Tacos, though.
Yeah. Oh, you know about the Bell.
Bruh. I'm about to get me some Bell right now.
That's facts. You're getting some Bell tonight, right?
I may.
Man.
I'd love to.
Yeah, so I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that, you know, because there's just plenty of things like that where I think, man, where's the logic, you know?
Well,
what's wrong with the world, Mom?
Mom, like they ain't got
no. I was gonna sing a Black Eyed Peas song, but it's all right.
Oh, I couldn't tell if you said mom or mon.
Like, mon.
What is wrong with the world, mon? Oh, that song I was thinking of by Kid Cudi. I think it's Day and Night. Day and night. And go to sleep. There's something about sleep in there.
Yeah.
Something about night terrors and sleeping and all that. That's the song I was thinking of.
I was going to guess that because that's like one of the only Kid Cudi songs that I've actually listened to. But
Cudi's underrated. Cudi can spit some fire.
Oh yeah, he's spitting bars. I want to be one of those guys that says bars after things.
Well, you are now.
Yeah, apparently. I'm going to say that. You're just going to like say something, I'm going to be like bars.
Yeah, like facts.
Or like my boy Skinny Pete says like church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want you to say something factual.
You are the Riz captain.
That's church.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, see?
Yeah, you like that?
Sound like a G.
Yeah. Right. And for all of you guys listening out there, Merry Rizzmas.
Yeah. Santa's getting in his Riz wagon.
The Rizzmobile.
The Rizzmobile with Rudolph and the 8 other Rizzes.
Alright, that was...
Rizzies.
That was a bit of a stretch.
There's going to be some Riz under the Christmas tree this year.
It has to make sense. What are you doing, Jeff?
Some Riz for your meal.
What does Riz even mean?
I think it means like you have game.
Oh,
like
facts.
with ladies or men, whatever you're into.
Yeah. All right. Well, 0 Riz here.
Yeah, this couch, I got all the Riz, boy. I'm the Riz master.
Oh man. Anyways, I think that's a good point.
Yeah, I think we could take it home there.
All right. Well, guys, again, Merry Christmas.
Merry Rizzmas, baby.
Merry Rizzmas to all of you, to all you gangsters out there. We're talking to you. Spread some holiday Riz out there. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Leave some comments on our reels. We're gonna start pumping some more of those out.
That's church.
That's church. Yeah, just bars. And yeah, follow us subscribe to us on YouTube and watch us. Sometimes we make funny faces. Sometimes while Jeff's talking, I'll take an occasional sip of my water. That's interesting stuff, So subscribe there, and yeah, we'll see you in the new year.
Merry Rizzmas, gangsters.
Yeah, see you next year, boys.